Welcome to ClickStar, brought to you by Lucky Dice Cafe out of Huntsville, Alabama. Check them out at LuckyDiceCafe.com. And now for your hosts, Daniel Powell, Jason Alvey, and Tyler Speeds.
Hey everybody, welcome to ClickStuff today. This is your host Daniel Powell speaking. Just want to let everyone know that ClickStuff is brought to you by TrollandToad.com. Find HeroClix new and old at TrollandToad.com, the world's largest HeroClix retailer. Save 5% on your HeroClix order by using coupon code ClickStuff. Merchant and pre-order items do not apply. And if you like what you're hearing today on ClickStuff, check us out at patreon.com/ClickStuff. $1 and above gets entered into our monthly giveaways. $5 and above gets entered into our exclusive Discord server with exclusive Patreon HeroClix classes. We also have a giveaway up for $50 of Troll and Toad web credit on our Facebook page, facebook.com/ClickStuff. It's the pinned page going through the end of the month. A pinned post on the page going through the end of the month. You just got to comment, become a new YouTube subscriber, or be one of our patrons. So joining me today is Jason, Essential Worker Alvey.
What's up, guys?
And Tyler probably still doesn't have a concept of time Spees.
Accurate, yes. I woke up 30 minutes ago.
Oh my god.
When did you go to sleep?
Like 3 p.m. ish.
And when was the last time you slept before that?
I don't know.
I've been up since 5:15 this morning.
I don't know what to think about that, Tyler.
I got a new game. I had to beat it. Come on.
What did you get?
It's called Griftland. It's a roguelike deck building game on the computer. It's real fun.
Huh. How do you beat a deck building game? Like, just play through the game? Is it like replayability or?
Yeah, it has a story. So it takes about 5 hours to beat, but it's a roguelike, so it's different every time you play it. You know, there's upgrade cards, and you'll get different decks, different deck types, things like that. It's pretty cool because it has a negotiation deck, and then it has a battle deck, and like every situation you're in, you can either try to talk your way out of it or try to fight your way out of it, and then there's like consequences for what you do. It's pretty cool.
And then second question, does the Uber Eats driver know you by name now?
No. You know what? I have never gotten the same one. There's so many of them.
Well, that's kind of a shame. You could have made a new friend.
No, I don't. I don't want them to know my name.
Oh man, what
It would make me feel bad.
what's your go-to Chipotle order?
Chicken burrito, double chicken, fajita veggies, corn, salsa, light, hot sauce, sour cream, cheese.
Okay, Jason, do you have a go-to like Moe's or a Chipotle order, or have you ever been there?
I've been to Moe's one time. I've been to Chipotle no times. So we don't have Chipotle in Owensboro.
Yeah.
We only recently got Moe's, and we've pretty much been in lockdown mode the entire time it's been open.
Man, that sucks if you just open a restaurant. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, so the only time I've been to Moe's was that we went to like a tournament at the Rusty Scabbard, and we all went there that one time.
Yeah, I remember that.
Like, I guess like the closest thing maybe like salsaritas for me.
Yeah, salsaritas counts. It's the same thing.
And chicken burrito, black beans and brown rice. That's my thing there. Yeah.
So man, I get like almost like the kitchen sink, I suppose, because I like a burrito bowl with chicken and steak, brown rice, black beans, shredded cheese, melted cheese, add tomato, onions, fajita vegetables, peppers. Did I say onions? Onions, onions, cilantro.
Oh wow! How the hell do you put all that in a bowl? Jesus Christ!
Well, I mean, a lot of that stuff's little, right? I mean, they just
Yeah.
sprinkle on peppers and stuff.
I don't know. I just get cheese and sour cream on mine. I'm pretty plain. I hate vegetables, so
You,
yeah.
you're the pickiest eater I've ever met, Jason.
Right?
and,
You know,
and salsa.
I get that.
And
I get that.
salsa.
I get that honest because my mother is even pickier than I am. Like my mom won't even eat chicken.
What? Who doesn't
Right?
eat chicken?
Isn't that the weirdest thing? Like I love chicken, but my mom won't even eat that.
That's weird.
You know, one of my grandmas wouldn't eat beef or chicken.
Oh, was she a
That-
vegetarian?
No, she would eat pork, but there was something about, she grew up in the country and just had, bad experiences as a child with chicken, and maybe it was pork. There was only one meat group that she would eat.
Did you guys ever do the thing where you would get a pork and then pour Coca-Cola on it and then the worms would crawl out?
What?
Yeah.
What are you talking
Google
about?
it. If you get a pork chop, here, I'm gonna Google.
Oh my God! Why are you telling me this?
Dude, Google it and you can see.
I may not ever eat pork chops again now.
Yeah,
What
maybe
the
not,
fuck?
dude.
I don't know. We
Damn
just
it,
had pork
Tyler,
chops for dinner.
Why are you taking this from me? I love pork chops.
I think that's probably an old thing because you can eat pork chops like medium now, and you used to not be able
I don't
to.
like it. I don't ever eat pork that's not like well done. Like,
Well,
can't
I mean,
no.
there's nothing. They say there's nothing wrong with that still, but you can eat pork chops a little bit under now.
No.
Yeah.
No,
We
I
had pork
can't do it,
chops
man.
tonight. They were good.
I could go for some pork chops from Texas Roadhouse. Those are so good.
I was just talking about how I really wanted to go to Texas Roadhouse again. They were like, well, you can get it to go. And I'm like, no, I want to throw peanuts on the ground. I want fresh, hot, buttered rolls. And
yeah, I finally overcame my drive-through food fear during the pandemic and got chicken wings finally a couple days ago. So that was nice.
yeah, it's not so bad.
I found
They
a new
do
taco place. It's real good.
They do the contact-free stuff pretty well.
Well, we hope. Like, you don't know.
Well, the reason we didn't have a show last week is Sam and I got super sick last week, and we had to go get tested. Luckily, the test turned out negative, but we, whatever we had absolutely wrecked us. It
Did
sucked. It sucked.
Theo ever
Something.
get it?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I think he may have given it to us because he had a little bit of a cold the weekend before, but other than that, like we just like slept for 3 days straight. Like it had all the symptoms of the thing, but I mean they ran the tube down our nose or whatever and scratched around in there for 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Well, see, like my wife had that like right about the middle of March. She had fever and chills, and then like she slept like she was super tired for like 4 or 5 days, and then she just was better. I mean, she's gradually got better, but I mean it was pretty much like what you were just describing.
Yeah,
Really,
whatever it was, it was terrible. So that is why we did not have a show last week. But we're back in it, and post rotation is where we're at.
Well, not technically.
Well, I think that's where we're at as a show, and I think the community is pretty much there.
Like, ID Card's got the early boot, pretty much.
You know what? So someone asked this question. We got a mix of questions to talk about and that sort of thing.
Joe asked a question or said something about this, didn't he?
Yeah, let's see. So why is so much of the Clicks community chomping at the bit to play post-rotation? Is it a hatred of ID cards that Black Widow and JOU aren't even modern legal? And there was a big bunch of discussion about ID cards suck and I don't want this and Wine Guard's not the same thing. And you know what? It all comes down to I want to be real fired up about it.
Okay.
But
Let's do it.
But it's one of those things where the game is going to be what it's going to be. The game is currently what it is. ID cards are what they are. Now here's what
What does that mean?
So what that means is, the meta always is what the meta is, and you either innovate or deal with it, or quit. ID cards are what they are. They've been around for 6 years. Was it 14? No, it was 15 when they came out. They've been around 5 years. So here's what I say is, if you ever want to see what Clicks is going to be, go back and watch like the 2011 World Championship. That's what Clicks is going to be here soon.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I don't know.
It is, right? Because your team is what it is. There's a lot more. There's a lot more special powers coming up than there used to be. But your team is what it is. ID cards, retail, a lot of those powerful game elements allowed your team to have tools in the toolbox. And whenever those tools in the toolbox leave, you just come down to, well, my team is what it is. If I get matched up poorly, then, well, I guess I have a hard road ahead of me. No amount of skill can overcome a super bad matchup, right? It can, but, if you go into like a 90-10 matchup, right, you're going to have to make every move absolutely perfect, and your opponent's going to have to mess up a lot of moves.
Fair.
It's not gonna be the same because we still do have trouble alerts are something still, right? We still do have retails, and I don't think they're gonna stop making those. So I don't think there's still a lot of different, like, obviously special powers, things that can bring stuff in, pogs and things like that. It won't be IDs, but it won't. I don't think it'll go back to what it used to be, where there was like 2 figures on the field, and that was it.
Pretty damn close.
I think it's it's pretty
You
similar.
say we're having pretty damn close, but you're building a brute team that's plus 22 or something.
Well, so now to where it's similar, right? It's like, man, a Camaro and a Mustang are both muscle cars, but they're not quite the same thing. But they are.
Yeah.
They both go vroom vroom. So it's kind of the same thing, right? So like Avelia's high defense multiple prob team, Metron thing, right? Those things are all sort of categories that are coming back to play.
Yeah. As the only person here that has played through all these eras, I think I agree with Daniel.
Okay.
Has anybody here besides me played Metron thing in a real tournament? Yeah. No. Okay.
No, I mean,
right.
But what I would say is, there was 2 things. I've done a lot of HeroClix research, becoming a scholar of the game. The past, it'll be 6 years here in a couple weeks that I've played Clicks. So I've done a lot of research and why things worked and why they were good at that time. And you remember that first time we went to Origins, Sam fell asleep and we spent like 3 hours talking about every World's winning team and why it was good at the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I totally pay attention to that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree with you. So, I mean, a lot of those things come down to, the past is coming back to the present. Okay, it's not, if it was a Camaro 8 years ago, it's a Mustang now. right? Or insert relative comparison. Because what we have now is Black Widow ruins everything. Sort of. So, I think what I wanted to start out with first is the team that I streamed the other night, the martial artist team, and how I arrived at that team.
Mm-hmm.
So I played double mandarins. Double mandarins, Batman Prime, Wolverine, and the Question. So the last show I talked about, or the Blender episode, I talked about how, Batman Prime, Black Widow, and Vulture kind of all were teaming in my head. And what it come down to was double mandarins can alternate 6 squares of barrier with the 0 rings. Batman Prime can shoot the map. Common Wolverine can turn off Black Widow's stealth. So I played all of that. I put all that together, had a bunch of thought process into all of that. And then round 1 of the winner map, I face Emma Frost. Which, my team didn't have any of the answers for. And the one attack I did make to score some points, I missed. And then round 2? I played against WWE. So I had...
Can't target again.
Yeah, I can't target again. And, I'd killed Undertaker, and I'd had Eddie almost dead. But then, he just outpunched me, right? Because I couldn't punch that great. So it came down to I lost 2 matchups that would have been taken out by Vulture. Because
Sure.
Vulture would have at least been able to, there were some super sense rolls at play, so that's a thing. But Vulture can kill Eddie and kill Macho Man and put Undertaker on his last click, or on his stop click. Maybe even KO. So, I was lost to 2 things that should have lost to Vulture. But then I played against 2 other teams. My third round, I played against like Immortal Hulk and Lockjaw and some retail. And craziest thing ever, Batman almost got to map wide end cap Lockjaw turn 1. But luckily he positioned better out of it. I played a nice gentleman from El Paso that he was like, "Thank you, World Champ, for kicking my ass." And I'm like, "Oh man, I didn't really kick your ass. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time." Because it was hard to chew through. His Hulk missed 1 attack, and that was real big. And then the last round, I played something that really gave me like a little bit of pause. I played a +8 X-Men themed team with 2 Shadowland, I think that's what it's called, Shadowland Magnetos? Savage Land.
The LE
from
Dark Phoenix.
LE, yeah. And, of course, he got to take my Batman and one of my Mandarins because he rolled, a 3 through 6. And, playing that tournament a couple weeks ago really got my spirits up. Because I'm thinking, man, like Savage Land Magneto has a lot of answers to things, but the rest of the X-Men lost all their good guys.
Not all of them. A lot of them.
There's still, a lot, but there's still a lot of good ones.
It lost Super Rare Wolverine and Super Rare Cyclops, bringing in Super Rare Wolverines and Super Rare Cyclopses.
Yeah. I mean, it still has, like, Lila's still a thing. It has retail now.
Dark Phoenix, Cable, Iceman.
Yeah, but that was the thing. So I did end up winning that game with a wipe, because as soon as Batman came back, he got knocked into the wall, and he put me on Hedge Maze because he was worried about taking me to Ancient Hold. But as soon as I got popped out on Hedge Maze, I shot all of his retail and killed it that turn, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
But it had a couple of Dark Phoenixes on it, which was cool. So I think there might be something there to look at, but it's really that kind of it's something that needs to be equal to a 50-point Super Rare Wolverine or Cyclops that needs to be there, or something close to it, right? They're not going to be the same thing, but it needs to be something close. So there is a lot of hope that I think, there is some counters to the counters out there. Of the three kind of blenders that I were having trouble with. So yeah, it was really cool. I enjoyed playing that, and I've enjoyed seeing some of the Rock Online stuff. We can probably go ahead and answer Brandon's question. We don't play in the Eagle stuff for certain reasons. If you'd like to know them, please just give me a PM. But
I didn't even know it was a thing.
Yeah, you didn't know about it. And Jason doesn't play online much, but the rest of us, or at least me and Sam, don't play because of reasons. So, but yeah, I've been keeping track of all of the stuff they've been doing. If anybody wants to know, if any of the Eagle guys have questions, they can send me a message too. But
yeah, I just don't play HeroClix anymore. Period.
Yeah, you just
that's
don't
what
play
I feel
online. That's what I'm getting.
I haven't played HeroClix in like 6 or 7 weeks now.
Yeah,
I can't even remember.
You gotta get to playing online. But I have been keeping track of the teams out of both tournaments.
Anything interesting?
No. I mean, there's been yes and no, right?
It's like a lot of Black Widow and a lot of Batman, right?
A lot of Black Widow, a lot of Batman, but there's the Black Widow with the Captain Marvel and the Nightbringer that I think is interesting. So I saw a Steve Rogers ad. Now, we haven't done our full JOU set review, but we're going to. I think probably next week, maybe. We got, who is it here? It's the Super Rare Prime Micron. So,
yeah. He's cool.
Making him an Avenger, though.
Okay. Go on.
All right, so you're going to move across. You're going to move you're going to carry Black Widow Chase up, or she's going to move up on her own.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So she moves up. Micron follows her.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So he can be given an action. Yeah. So he's charge 11 for 3, close combat expert, and power enhancement. Then you pop out the Widow's Initiate, and now it's 10 for 4.
Yeah. That's pretty good. He's yeah.
And it's a power action. So if like Widow running shots or charges or whatever she does,
you can still follow.
Yeah, you can still follow, right? So I mean, he can pick up a light. He can charge 11 for 4. Yeah. So that's a really cool Steve Rogers pickup.
Yeah, I mean, I like him. I've played teams against him. He's pretty cool.
I think what I'm seeing so far, though, is that I'm not seeing anything unthemed that's catching my eye.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not. I can't think of anything.
Right. Yeah, just I don't know if it's filling it out or if there's just an unthemed thing that I'm missing, but I mean, heck. We're on quarantine. All I've been sitting here doing at night is thinking about clicks.
Could Unthemed Vulture still be a thing?
Depends. Right? So it depends on how much stuff you can add around him. Now, I get that Vulture's only 50 points, and there's a lot of stuff you can do, but it has to be able to have barrier. Like, so that's the part of the blender. I'm kind of rambling here, but that's the part of the blender where it runs into Batman with the Wonder Twins. Because I think like the Optimal Prime Batman team, or the standard, right, is like Batman, Fates, and 2 Wonder Twins. So that you can fully encase the team and have like 10 chances to roll a 6 to remove tokens off of them to keep the barrier going. So Unthemed Vulture can have a good chance of being able to protect itself with its own barrier, whether that's a Jason Pog or a whatever, right? Just Ace or some other thing that generates barrier. But do I think that Vulture can move up, Unthemed Vulture, move up, break barrier, and then get in on the team? I don't know. Maybe I'm just not good enough for that, Tyler.
But yeah, the double barrier is rough. I would think and probably play it with a shifting focus Black Widow, so you have stealth.
So the thing is that the shifting focus Black Widows have to be on a theme team, or with their 2 other characters from the Black Widow movie set.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
So now that would possibly work if there was like a cheap piece with barrier.
Like Wonder Twins?
I'm saying in the Black Widow set.
Oh, I see.
In the Black Widow set, yeah. So so it just comes down to I want some of these other things to work, and I've been thinking about it so much, but I just can't piece it all together.
Is the barrier 2 squares deep on this Wonder Twins team?
But so here's the thing. So you're going to get put on a wide open map.
Right.
WWE Arena has issues with you being able to place barrier as well. And then there's some other maps that are just as wide open, right? So even 1 square barrier, Jason, it comes down to, can you get through 1 square barrier and then get in on the team?
Why can't you?
From across the map?
Why don't you play Kirk and Uhura and take it away?
That's true.
And plus they have Perplex.
Right, but then the rest of the team still has to be good enough to get Vulture across the map.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that solves the barrier portion, getting through it.
Yeah, it does. I didn't think about that.
Right, it's... Yeah. I mean, it's possible.
Yeah, it could be.
Just a thought.
And not to refute your idea, right? But because I like that. But then it comes down to, is that team sustainable for play throughout the entire day?
Why wouldn't it be?
Well, there's a lot of interactions that go on with a team like that. Scott's probably been the one that's had a lot of success with playing Unthemed Vulture and Emily. I mean, this is not a dig, to be clear. I mean, I've watched both of them kind of make mistakes as the day has worn on. And they're both very good players. Very good players playing very complex teams have to have perfect plays, right? To where the
so mental fatigue is just what you're saying comes into play,
right? And that's what mental fatigue comes in when you're playing a hard barrier team or you're trying to break through hard barrier as well.
Is it that hard of a team? Vulture?
I mean,
I thought of it as a hard team.
I haven't. Yeah, me neither. But I don't know. Maybe I'm not thinking about something. It seems like you still just take the barrier away, perplex him up, TK it out, and go kill something.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, it doesn't seem like the hardest team to me. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, am I wrong? Am I missing something? I don't know. I mean,
Right. There is a lot to think about whenever you have to make sure that you can get your arms and you can get across the map without having a piece that's a colossal. And you got to make sure that you have enough barriers so that you can't just get shot.
wasn't this already happening before I mean, during just regular modern that we haven't really got away from? Like, wasn't the Vulture team already doing all that?
Well,
Like,
yes and no, but there was teams, you lost pieces that just survived Vulture attacks. Because, for example, Uni doesn't die to Vulture. Tyler's whales were up in their face before they died to Vulture. There were things that can steal the Ock arms with ID cards retiring. I guess that's really the answer. Is Ock arms can get stolen pre-retirement, and then that neuters Vulture a lot.
yeah.
Now you did have themed Vulture, but there were still things where themed Vulture can't just kill things. There's just teams where he can't kill things. So that's really the answer. And there's not a lot of that going forward.
I guess.
Well, there's not a lot of that going forward that doesn't lose to the other two archetypes. Like Darkseid, the big Amazos get just shot up before they get across the map by Batman, or Black Widow takes away their powers that aren't on their dial, and just whap, 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 punches them. Or shoots them, whatever.
Poor Mazo.
And for what it's worth, I haven't seen a lot of Amazos doing that well. Now, like, Danger Rooms are doing okay. But then again,
Danger Rooms with what?
Magneto, Sinister.
No, with playing with what? Those two with what? Like
Amazos.
Hulk or like Amazing? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I played against that team. The Don't Die team that I played against was Hulk, Magneto, Sinister, and Lockjaw. And Batman just kept shooting before they got across the map, right? So by the time they got across the map, Magneto was almost dead. Sinister was almost dead. Hulk had taken some hits already.
Just not fast enough to get across.
Yeah, so it's just one of those things, right? So it just keeps perpetuating itself till someone finds a really good team. And there's a lot of people sitting at home, a lot of good team builders sharing things, a lot of good team builders playing online. I'm just not quite seeing it.
I just really don't have my head in it. I haven't been building, so I haven't been playing, so I just don't know, I guess.
But I mean, but you're correct in your statements that Black Widow Chase is really freaking good.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of doubted you a little bit, but that espionage, espionage and opportunity
to take away stuff.
Yeah, that's wow. I mean, it's just insane.
Yeah.
Like, I think that ID cards would be okay, like, because you can call out Flurry and you can call out stuff, but like post rotation, she just wrecks so much things.
Yeah, it's a lot. That's what I'm saying.
Like, Power Cosmic doesn't matter, Quintessence doesn't matter, Jason can't be outwitted, and it removes Jason's ability to mind control.
Yeah. It's real good. It turns out she does so much to so many people.
And she has a Avengers Initiative to see through stealth. And in the pre-show, Jason was mentioning, can't you just body block them? Well, that's when you call it the Widow's Initiate, and then she poisons, and then she punches with the Widow's Initiate, and then likely still gets to you to take all your stuff away.
I mean, yeah, there's still obviously counterplay, but she has answers to a lot of different things.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but it takes away a lot of your standard archetypes that you would think would be good going in, like Darkseid, Lockjaw, or like Amazo. Like Amazo is absolutely amazing, except when you consider you've got Black Widow Chase.
Yeah.
Because she just blanks his dial, and at best case, he's a 19 defense. And then he has no powers, so he can't use his one damage at a time. So he just gets shot.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But
Here's one of the things. As bad as it is, I'm not complaining about it. Just want to be clear. Not complaining about it. It just is what it is, right? Adapt and overcome. Let's see if we can figure out something together as a community that beats Black Widow Chase. Or not, let's just go bathe ourselves in hand sanitizer and go to Target, I guess.
Yeah.
Because she's, $250 right now.
Yeah.
Well, that's just scarcity inflation.
Yeah. So that led into Spencer's White question. With all the crazy pricing, I'm just curious, what is the most you guys have ever paid for a figure, and do you have a hard limit on what you're willing to spend on one piece?
The most I've ever spent was $80, and it was on Shark Shredder.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Okay. I think
what's the most you would spend on a piece, though?
It's hard to say because it's theoretical. If they come out with I don't even know, my favorite character as an Ultra Chase, I don't know. Probably 150 would be my max.
So what okay, so you don't have to answer this question.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure that they don't give world champs their own piece.
Yeah.
But they just don't give them a piece. That's what I've heard over the years.
That's sad.
So how much would you be willing to pay for your piece to get one, assuming it was an ultra high rarity? And it was good.
It wasn't. I don't know what it is.
It was. Yeah, you don't have to answer. Don't say anything else. But if your piece was really good, and your piece was a chase rarity, and it wasn't Namor, it was it was a Black Widow or an Ultron level power piece. What was the most you'd be willing to pay for it?
Probably the same, 150. I'm not super sentimental. I've said that before.
How much would you pay WizKids to actually release your figure? Because it's been 2 years now.
Oh my god.
It's been it's been forever.
I kind of want to message them again. But it's quarantine, so they're not working.
It hasn't even been 2 years yet, to be clear.
No, but it seems like it has, man.
Yeah. What's the average turnaround? I wonder if anybody has that.
Well, so
it's fairly long.
It's usually about a year and a half, because Pat won in June of 16, and then his piece was released August of 17. But on the long end, the team champs for that year, So they won June of 16, but didn't get their piece released until August of 18.
Dang. Okay.
No, wait a minute. Because Pat won in 16. Wait a minute. Was that 15?
I have no idea.
Oh gosh, I can't remember.
I can't remember because those guys took a super long time. But then again, Howard won in 17, and then Rebirth was 19.
Let's
Yeah,
say
Rebirth.
yes.
Yeah, Rebirth was 17, so his was a little bit under 2 years. So
Okay, so that's about the average, I guess.
yeah, so about 2 years. So you're coming up. Whatever it is that you're making, maybe it'll come out this year. Again, you don't have to say anything. I don't expect it. We're not getting Tyler in trouble on the podcast.
Yeah, that'd be cool if it come out.
Yep. Jeremiah Peterson just messaged me. His first pack that he opened in his Black Widow case, his Black Widow brick, was a Taskmaster chase.
Aww.
Yeah.
Sad day.
Womp womp.
So.
Yeah, they
That
kind of
sucks.
screwed all the Taskmasters up, and that's that. Like,
Yeah.
They very clearly prefer
Right.
Black Widow.
Right. Man, and you know what? I'm just freaking Carnage movie's not coming out till next year. Black Widow's movie's not coming out. It should have already been out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they
wanna
moved
see,
everything
like-
back.
I want to see Black Widow do some like flippy shit and kick some people.
You
Damn
watch the old movies still.
I know, but I already seen her do it there.
Yeah.
And I want to see Fat Red Guardian.
We go watch Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Don't provide me the alternatives that I don't want, okay?
I'm just giving you what's available.
I
Stranger
know.
Things is really good. If you haven't seen it, go watch it.
Yep.
So I don't think I quite answered the question. What's the most I've ever paid for a figure? Jason, you didn't answer either. What's the most you've ever paid for?
It was $100 or so dollars I paid for an Adara chase back during War of Light. I don't remember the exact dollar amount, but it was right around $100, I think.
Yeah, I think about $100 is what I've spent on a piece. That was Ion, and I think I spent $100 on Jack Frost too.
Oh, forgot about Jack Frost.
Yeah. So now, do I have a hard limit? Personally, I don't, with an exception. So it comes down to, is there a piece that's coming out that I can play? Like Black Widow Chase at $250, $300, I have no reason to buy her because there's no tournament to go to, and all the tournaments that I can play her in, I don't have to own her for.
Right.
So having her physically, while the collector in me is very much wanting a Black Widow Chase in hand. I'm just waiting, right? Because I know it's going to come out. I know it's going to be. I'm going to find it at Target, or I'm going to get it from my local game store. But now, on the flip side, if Worlds was next week and I needed Black Widow's Chase, and we were in our current situation, I would gladly shell out $250 to buy her.
Yeah. I mean, if it's Worlds, that obviously makes a difference.
Well, now I would
Yeah.
say even Worlds, Nationals, or just a Super Qualifier, just so I can be the first to play her and win with her, if that was the situation.
Yeah, I don't really have a hard limit. I guess it just depends how much money I have extra and how bad I want it.
I don't believe you. There's a hard limit. Like, you're not paying $1,000 for one piece.
You
There's
don't
gotta
believe that I have a hard limit, or you don't believe that Jason has a hard limit?
I don't believe it. There's obviously a limit at some point, right?
Depends.
Okay.
You're not
like,
paying $10,000 for a piece.
Well, let's hope that HeroClix economics doesn't ever get that high. Okay,
Yeah, fair.
Okay, so sure.
In the current pricing structure landscape that we have, I don't really have one. I guess.
I gotcha. I understand. That makes sense.
If I depending on how bad I need it, like I didn't go out and buy like Ultra Chase Thanos or Q Prime. I just got lucky.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Tyler. I guess I would say maybe $1,000 would be my limit.
Yeah.
But now, if let's just say $2,000 would nearly guarantee me a World's Championship, I would probably pay $2,000 for a piece.
Yeah, but the problem is it never does. It's never guarantee.
Well, it's never happened, right?
Yeah,
We haven't been in that situation. Like, Goblin Kings were going pretty high when he was kind of the go-to piece, right? Cosmic Spider-Mans. ABPI had a pretty good run before Nats last year. But, those are all, like, sets that you can just go buy bricks of.
Mm-hmm.
I can go buy $500-$600 worth of bricks and get the piece that I need.
Right. Yeah. True. That makes sense.
And I'm probably going to go buy $500-$600 worth of bricks anyways because I'm a collector and want the whole set, and I like to have duplicates of things.
He will. Yeah.
I mean, again, that's what Sam and I like to do. It's our budget. It's our enjoyment. It's just what we do. It's our thing. So.
No, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying I know you do it because I've seen you do it.
Right. I mean, so it just comes down to, like, there's collector things. Like, I guess everybody's been digging in their closet on the Facebook buy and sell groups and finding old stuff. Like, there was a guy that was selling all of his the horror click zombies, like Spider-Man, Wolverine, Hulk, and Captain America, I think.
Colonel America.
Yeah. And I'm like, he wanted, I think, $300 for them.
Dang.
And
they
I'm
used
like,
to go for big money.
Yeah, I'm like, I mean, the collector in me wants that, but I'm not going to spend that much money on it.
Mm-hmm.
So it just comes down to situational things.
Can you remember, like, back in the day, like the Superman chases from like Crisis used to go for like $275, $300?
No, I don't remember that because we weren't playing.
Yeah, I remember that. Like when Thanos with the Shrine first dropped, like the very first one I ever saw go up for about $400.
See, but that kind of makes sense because you can't go out and buy a brick and get that, Like that's something.
Right.
There was only so many of them.
Like those Superman chases from Crisis are way like more harder to pull than chases are nowadays. Like,
right, and they still go for $50-$75 a piece.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the Batman chases from like Arkham Asylum were about the same rarity, and they went for a bunch of money too. Like Sinestro bats and lamppost bats, and yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
So
I don't know. Things are expensive. I don't know. I wish yeah. Like I don't know why is everybody asking $300 for Punisher War Machine all of a sudden? I don't know. One guy did, so now everybody's doing it.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. The collector thing is part of it too.
Oh yeah.
Collectors is part of it.
Popularity of the character definitely plays into what it's going for.
Right. So, but I don't have a hard set limit. It just depends on if I think it'll win me a tournament, right? If I can pilot it to winning a tournament, that's just my thing. I've paid $50-$75 several times for stuff.
Yeah.
That's not really that worth much now. But I went and played with it and did well with it.
Yeah, like I want an Ultra Chase Peggy, but I'm not going to drop $100 on it. Like I don't know. I want one, but I don't want to pay that much for it.
But if there was a tournament that you wanted to go to and you wanted to play Steve Rogers and we were all playing Steve Rogers, there's a good chance that you would go out and try to get one.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't try to just buy it outright first, but if I really needed it, yeah, I'd probably finally break down and do it.
Yeah, I mean, you'd probably overtrade for it. I mean, I've overtraded for stuff. I mean, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. We're kind of all over the place tonight. Ray Williams said, should the Black Widow bike be treated like WWE clicks for proper legality?
Well, it doesn't have any rarity, so yeah.
It's sure. Why not make it proper legal?
I think it's fine to do that.
So,
Yeah. Yeah, that makes perfect sense to me. You could just buy it, so why not?
yeah.
Yeah.
Andrew Kripik. So with post-rotation online play, what new pieces shocked you the most? And then which piece disappointed you? So shocked me the most is Tyler kept telling me how good Black Widow Chase was, and I didn't believe it until I started seeing people play it.
It's real good.
It's real good. It's real good.
So Tyler's kind of 50-50 on his assessment of stuff now, right? Because he was right on Black Widow, but wrong on Darkseid.
It remains to be seen.
Well, so some of that first the first post-rotation tournament was played without Black Widow legal.
Okay.
So I'm not too big up on, that first tournament because Black Widow wasn't available. So I just kind of discount some of those first. I think there was 2 of them. Black Widow wasn't available, so hadn't been previewed.
Mm-hmm.
So disappointed me. I'm gonna say just the non-theme teams.
Wait, you were disappointed in the non-theme teams?
Yeah, because I'm. This is going back to what we talked about probably 20 minutes ago. Is that unthemed Vulture, or is that unthemed team good enough? And I don't think it's good enough yet.
Okay. Makes sense.
That's fair.
And then Dean Ferguson asked, how good is Batman Prime really? So having played Batman Prime, he good.
You're real good.
He's really good.
He's really good. Right, it comes down to there's a huge swath of teams that Batman Prime just beats.
Right.
Yeah. 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 You lost before you ever rolled the dice, pretty much. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's other teams that he has a hard time against, but I'm not going to keep talking about the blender of teams. But Batman Prime is really good. You've got to be prepped for Batman Prime.
You have to have a plan. If your team can't handle him, you shouldn't play the team.
Right.
Yeah.
And I get that some of these Winamaps, like I'm talking about unthemed teamed, and Jay just won with an unthemed team, but I'm looking at all of the other teams that were being played, and I don't see a lot of the other good counters.
Where did Jay play?
Jay played Weingard, Phoenix, Sentinel.
Where?
Wesley.
Like, was it online or?
It was the Winamap tonight.
Oh, okay.
But he played double Jasons, Dark Phoenix, Tri-Sentinel, Wesley Crusher, Q, and Duke Thomas.
Okay.
But so that comes down to that team like that can do good, and Jay's a good player, but did he face a Batman? Did he have the matchup luck to play Batman? Was there a good Batman player playing? Or was there a good player playing Batman tonight? Because if that answer is no, that team pretty much just gets wrecked by Batman.
Yeah, I can't see why it wouldn't.
Right,
Yeah.
because, Wineguard can barrier up, but Sentinel, or Dark Phoenix and Sentinel die pretty quickly in that situation. And, it has a hard time approaching through barrier. So, that comes down to the matchup luck. I can't really endorse that sort of team because Batman Prime is just really that good. I played him. Like, him just shooting. And he's got colossal stamina. Have we even talked about how good that freaking is?
Not really. We haven't, yeah.
He has willpower, colossal stamina, and, he doesn't die until you die.
Yeah, it's it's real good.
And, just maybe barrier's the answer. I don't know.
Could be.
It's just hard to think about it. I don't know. I'm hoping that maybe between now and Worlds, Fantastic Four and Carnage set bring something to change this up. Something that can maybe a triple flurry against Black Widow, or I don't know, maybe a 5-point barrier piece that's cosmic keyworded or something. I don't know. And you guys are probably thinking I'm ridiculous right now, but I don't know. All this other shit's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
Why not give us some more ridiculous stuff?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So, next up we got Brian Poland. Do we think that Black Widow clicks will end up like the mass market Wonder Woman? Gosh, I hope not.
It's
I don't think so.
It's already easier than her to get, so it's not that bad. But
yeah, I mean, I don't think so. We're just waiting for the distributor to open back up.
Yeah, I mean they've already got it in hand.
Yeah, so it won't be that bad. But don't unless don't buy a Black Widow chase right now. Just don't do it. Unless I don't know why you would need it. There's no tournaments. The tournaments online. Do you need them for the tournaments online?
No, you can play it without her.
Yeah, so I would just don't buy it right now. I'm sorry to the people trying to sell it, but it's just not a good idea.
Right. So Giordano talked about, do you think, so Black Widow on the bike is the question. So Giordano asked about it. And so do we think Black Widow on the bike's good enough?
I think it can be. It's pretty good.
So I think this ties in with maybe Kevin Pavick's question. Can an Alpha Strike team with multiple Medusas compete with Vulture builds in post-rotation or currently? So I don't know if Medusa compete with Vulture, but I think maybe Avengers Black Widow bike could work.
Wait, with Medusa or with Vulture?
With Medusa.
Okay. It only has passenger 1, right?
No, so I'm thinking Voyager, Medusa, Black Widow.
Medusa, Black Widow. The Black Widow bike?
The Black Widow bike.
Why Black Widow bike there? You carry up and then you free carry one of them for extra range?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm thinking you carry up and then Black Widow hypersonics in, grabs somebody and sends it into a couple of Medusa hairs.
Okay. Yeah, maybe.
But like you said, but I think the biggest weakness is Tyler is the Black Widow bike. Can't be TK'd. Sorry, I was trying to set you up for what you had said on the pre-show.
Oh, okay, sorry, yeah.
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 Yeah, that's the biggest problem with it.
Yeah.
It's still
can't-
good. It's just it doesn't work for like a full map kill box.
Yeah, you
It's still
can't
good.
yo-yo it. Yeah.
Like when I think Killbox, I think of that guy from Slosh, that you bumped him out with.
Hellspawn.
Yeah,
Hellspawn was
Hellspawn.
awesome.
Yeah.
I think about Nightcrawler from Web of Spider-Man
That's fair.
and martial artist teams. That's what it used to be like Killbox. Funny enough. Yeah.
Right.
How many
so,
kill box teams have actually been viable? Like Hellspawn was, so was obviously.
Hellspawn was only viable if you wanted to win or lose within 5 minutes.
That's what was awesome about it. I love that build.
Now, Nightcrawler was good because he ignored the effects of terrain and characters on movement.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He would be a fantastic piece right now because his trait gets around shifting focus Widow's smoke cloud.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't give him hypersonic or it doesn't give him improved movement. He just says he ignores it.
Yeah.
So damn, he was bad going through walls and stuff coming at
He
you.
was pretty crazy. Like, yeah, you could throw him out and then he'd run out, hit somebody, and bring him back to the kill box.
Dropping hot takes. Well, Spider-Man Nightcrawler was really good, guys.
Yeah.
I used to play him with like Question and like Diana Prince Ellie and like it was like martial artist and Flurry and yeah. I don't know, fun stuff.
Yeah, hot take. I like it, Tyler. That's what we need. We need a Web of Spider-Man powerful piece now.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Nightcrawler doesn't stand up to our. Well, actually, Nightcrawler's only actually a few pieces that might, just because he has such high defense.
Yeah, shape change senses 19.
Yeah.
Seems pretty good to me.
Not bad, not bad.
Special trait that gets around all of the crazy stopping of things.
Mm-hmm.
But, so Black Widow on the bike. Black Widow on the bike. She
Like
just she doesn't have the. Maybe we're wrong here, but I don't think she has the reach.
Not for a dedicated kill box team, I don't think.
Right.
Like she's still. It's a good piece because the replacement thing isn't a KO, so she has a stock click effectively.
Right.
She
Which
can also,
Black Widow do we like for her to turn into?
I think it has to be shifting focus.
Why?
Because it's shifting focus. Black Widow's really good.
But now, so you can include two. You can go ahead and you can't replace. You can't shift.
Why?
It's in the rules and says you can't.
It's in the rules, yeah.
Wait, what's in the rules?
That you can't shift.
The replacement character can't be replaced, like or shifted. Yeah.
A replacement character can't be replaced?
If it comes in
Like,
from another replacement effect.
Yeah, from that, yeah.
There's BZ quoted a thing on the rule book that I can send to y'all.
That makes it worse, but it's still pretty good, I think.
Yeah, so you can include 2 sets of Black Widows on your sideline.
Right.
Because you can't use the Black Widow shifting focus pieces that shift back and forth and then replace it with the bike.
Mm-hmm.
But you can include both of them. Now, oddly enough, just remember you can't replace it with another Bike Widow.
Really?
No, because you can't replace a piece with the same set number.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, that's why you can't shifting focus into the same piece. Or like the Iron
So
Man.
much today.
Yeah, like the Iron Man, the shifting focus Iron Man is really cool because he can pick a power, but you can't pick a power from the same Iron Man. Like both rares or whatever, you can't include one on the sideline for that purpose because you can't shifting focus into the same piece. So I think probably my favorite is the Prime Widow from ABPI.
Really?
Because she at least has the ability, she comes in super defensive, which is probably what you want late game.
Probably, yeah.
And she has the ability to shut off defenses.
But she might not, right? Doesn't she? If she doesn't heal enough?
On its last non-KO click, so if you roll a 3 or higher, she's okay.
Okay. That's not bad.
I mean, it's dice, right? I mean, we're talking about all this matchup luck. There's dice luck involved, too.
Yeah, there's a bit.
So, I mean, if you generate enough attacks, it doesn't matter what your attack value is, because, you'll eventually hit, and dice will even out, and 7's above average.
All true.
So, yeah. That's a Tyler Spees quote for everybody. Yeah, I don't think there's any one that I wish that was better for her to turn into. But, I mean, shifting focus is fine, obviously. I don't like the super rare from Captain America. The Spider Widow.
He doesn't like you either.
The Spider Widow. It's a gal. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Secret Wars. I don't really like that one. I think probably the Prime Widow or one of the shifting focuses up to the top.
Yeah.
The thing is, you can't replace it with the Chase because it's got to be 75 points or less, right?
Yeah. Right.
Man, if you could replace it with the Chase, how good would that be?
That'd be not bad. I still like the shifting focus just because you still got to pick which one to bring in. Right? You should.
Yeah. I don't know. Number 5 one's okay. Like prob, TK, sidestep.
Yeah, super senses.
Yeah, super senses gives enhancement and power possibly. Yeah.
I mean, all of the shifting focus photos are good.
Yeah.
And then 75 points, so it just feels better to me. Like I'm not losing out.
Right. Now, we've talked about Chase Widow a bunch. Shifting Focus Widow is damn good.
Yeah.
So we've talked about how good retail is post-rotation. Well, hell, just shift into the Widow that says that you can't place within 6 and screw your retail.
True.
Now, there is a couple of ranged attack ones that may be able to get off, but like Proteuses and Prime Storm and I'm losing even
Phoenix,
even Tri-Sentinel can't be placed because he places first before he pulse waves. But like Magneto is a ranged one, so he might be able to get around it. But man, and we've talked a lot about the smoke cloud. I know, Tyler, me and you have practiced the smoke cloud quite a bit, but man, that's like the cake, and then like the can't place is icing. The can't use improved abilities or team abilities. Like we've talked about the improved abilities. That's like the cake. The team ability is a sprinkle on top of that. The can't be placed is like your ice cream scoop because you should always have ice cream with your cake.
Sure. Yeah, I mean they all do something that is really good and really relevant to the meta. Just like it's just all real good.
Right.
Stuff.
So, I mean, at least the free smoke one is not the same one as you can't use improved targeting abilities. So
what do you mean?
The free smoke cloud says opposing character occupying her smoke cloud markers can't use improved abilities or team abilities.
Yeah.
That's the free smoke one. Mm-hmm. And then the other one is...
the stealth thing. I see what you're saying. Yeah, they're different. Yeah. But you can still make the smoke and then switch, and the smoke stays.
Right.
It just doesn't have the shut off abilities.
Right. Yeah, I agree. So, yeah, it just blows my mind. And then the other one is, wait a minute, so the other one removes equips?
Yep. On Quake. You can Quake really and attack everybody. She does something else too, right?
No, she quakes and gives an action token.
Oh, gives an action token.
But so if she just hits an opposing character, it's with a close attack.
Right. So Quake works.
Right. So it could be Quake. Yeah. Yeah. It could be any number of things. You can unequip. Huh.
Yeah. It just every single one of them does something very relevant to the meta.
Right. Isn't that just a bit ridiculous? It's almost like you want to play two of them.
Yeah. Almost. You got exploit too. Like, it's not bad.
Oh, that's really oppressive.
The problem with the Black Widows is they're a little squishy. The shifting focus.
Right.
They do have some defenses, like some have super senses. Obviously, I think all of them have, not all of them have stealth, but I think most
combat
of them,
reflexes.
Right. One has ESD and prob, so they're not super easy, but that would be the problem if there was one. They're a little squishy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because they're like 5 clicks. Yeah.
Let's see what else we got. I am going to. I'm going to let you guys start talking about Joker. Aaron Constantine Morgan asked about Joker. I'm going to let you guys talk about him while I run the restroom real quick.
Are we talking about the bomb one?
The
bomb.
JO.
The JOU one, yeah. Can he be good? The question is, so can Joker be meta? What variations of him have? It might be a good time to talk about the new Ivy Catwoman too.
He's so quiet. Yeah, I mean, I like him. I think he can be meta. For sure. I'm a little worried about like the whole set number thing with the cable.
Right, that you can tell which one is the full one and which one isn't.
I hope that they fix that, or they let you play it like a little differently or something. But assuming that gets fixed, I like him. I mean, he's super annoying. He has does he have stealth?
I don't know if everybody knows what he does. Let's see. So he's a traits plus 20 points. Mm-hmm. Time bombs on the strip. During force construction, you can add 2 of the Jokers to your starting force on click 1. That appears after the KO. They have 0 point value, but you don't have to reveal them, which we've talked about. And he has leap climb, plasticity, sidestep, and stealth. Top click. He has a stop click when he's revealed. Deal penetrating damage to all adjacent characters, and then KO the Joker.
That's for his duplicates.
That's the stop click, or not the stop click, but that's on his defense power on the stop click, or his duplicates. Mm-hmm. Yes, so they blow up in your face. Then on his damage is shape change, and Joker uses and succeeds as resolutions you can generate within range another Joker on click 1 at 0 point value. So
see, that's real good. Because his clones can generate clones, and it's within, right. I don't think it's within line of fire, right? When Joker uses here.
It's within range of line of fire. Yeah,
range of fire. Okay.
It's very similar to the Loki from Mighty Thor, which never really got a whole lot of play.
Yeah, but these guys have penetrating, or they have poison. They have plasticity, shape change.
Yeah, they deal pen damage when they blow up. Yeah.
It seems like
big one doesn't, right? Just the clones blow up. Right?
Just the clones, but I mean that's what most of them going to be on the map are going to be clones. But
yeah. It seems like somebody told the design team just design the most annoying piece you can possibly think of. So he's got.
That's what Joker does, right?
Right.
I mean, yeah. Annoying, right?
Yeah.
Right. He's like a great tie piece. He's got plasticity, plasticity, and shape change, and super senses, and poison.
And stealth helps too.
And stealth.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
So I thought this piece was going to be really good with the new Catwoman, but the Catwoman didn't get Gotham City Underworld. I mean,
No,
not
they
Cat-
did. They got Gotham City instead of Gotham City Underworld. Yeah.
Yeah, the Poison Ivy. Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, Poison Ivy didn't get Underworld?
No.
I could kind of understand Catwoman, but
Yeah, the OP kit one just got Scientist and Gotham City,
that's
and
dumb.
one other keyword. Yeah.
But the the Poison Ivy can give +3 to your map roll. That's huge.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So
Oh boy.
So I guess let's wrap up the Joker thoughts there. Joker doesn't. Oh man.
Oh man.
What?
Joker. Guess what Joker's keyword has?
Underworld.
Nope.
Celebrity.
He's got celebrity guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can play him with baby dolls and
Oh my
Daredevil.
god. You gotta give it up, dude.
I can't give it up. I want to play baby doll so bad.
Then why don't you do it?
I just can't think of a good team. Maybe this is it. Maybe baby dolls masterminding to Joker clones so they blow up.
I'm seeing it.
I'm not because
they damage baby doll if they blow up necessary.
Okay, well, now you just ruined my dream again. Okay, thanks for that.
It doesn't take much to ruin the baby doll dream. Let's be honest.
Oh, it's so close though.
It's not.
It is, Tyler. It is.
I mean, did you like pull a bunch of baby dolls?
He's sitting on like 18 of them.
No,
yeah,
I
so you
wouldn't.
just like sell them for profit. Is that what?
No, I went out and
Like-
bought some because I want the Daredevil baby doll team to work. It's like it's like one of those things that's like fringe, and it just needs that one thing to make it work.
No, baby doll's like casual fringe.
How about like a bunch of baby dolls and Daredevil and like Triple H, give them all in power, right? Like,
Oh my gosh,
No.
yes.
Why do you want to power on baby doll?
Because so Daredevil can hit for 6 damage and then have 3 perplexes or 3 outwits.
Oh my god.
yeah.
I hate this.
Wait a minute, Triple H doesn't have celebrity, Jason.
Oh, I thought he did. I
Now
guess I'm thinking the other Triple H, I guess, then, because
No, none of them do.
really, because I thought just about every one of those WWE pieces had celebrity.
No, I'm looking at it right now. WWE, Triple H is not a celebrity because he's a heel.
Damn it! I thought he had celebrity.
No, sorry to disappoint.
Well,
Now-
damn it. Yeah.
Now I could have Stone Cold Steve Austin go through and stomp a mud hole in a bunch of baby dolls.
Yeah, you can crack open a stunner.
Yeah. Oh, so that's my Joker thoughts.
That's something.
It's not much.
I think he's good. Like, those keywords can be like, are obviously, Gotham City Underworld could be a thing. Injustice League obviously could. I think he's good enough to at least consider on those teams.
Right. I mean, Gotham Underworld's really good from Joker, Joker Ace. I think even Grundy, Starter, Poison Ivy, Maxi Zeus.
Sure.
Do we keep Corrupt Cop or does Harley Quinn retire?
No, it's gone, unfortunately.
Get out of here. I don't know. Maybe. He's certainly worth it, and he generates more whenever you shape change. If only there was a map bonus for shape change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything that helps shape change?
No, not that I'm aware of.
I can't think of anything.
The mirror.
Yeah.
That retires. So I think, let me look through all of our questions here. I know there's one more that we want to answer. I think it'll be our last question of the night. Before we answer that question, is there anything else you guys wanted to talk about tonight?
Not particularly. I'm not really in the mindset.
my mindset at the moment.
I don't know. I got desperate enough to shave my head during this whole quarantine thing because I couldn't get a haircut.
Shave?
Oh my gosh.
Like almost all the way completely. As much as I could do it with a trimmer, yeah.
Dude, I'll be honest, I've been thinking about it.
Like I
Yeah.
did. Like I was getting pretty shaggy. I was like, I can't go 3 or 4 more weeks without getting a haircut.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Can't do it.
Um.
I'm slowly losing my mind, I think.
Oh gosh. So Jeremy Christie's question got answered about Red Guardian. So Emmanuel Oliveira asked, how many pieces are there any pieces that can attack regardless of range and line of fire that may become formidable?
Ignoring Batman?
Well, he has to have line of fire.
Oh, line of fire.
Yeah, like so they just ignore line of fire is the question. So
What does I don't even know what does that.
I can't think of anything off the top of my head at the moment.
Oh my gosh, you guys are killing me today then. So my new favorite one is Quake.
She's pretty cool.
Yeah, but now she has to be able to quake into an unoccupied square.
I guess Gardner does that kind of, doesn't he? Like,
Well, he does. I was going to get to him. But now Quake can charge Quake and choose an unoccupied square within range. But if they barriered so closely that they don't leave you an open square, that's a bit hard to get around. Now, you're incorrect. The other one is Gardner. So I've thought a bit about Gardner the past few weeks. And what keeps getting me is I can't get a high enough cosmic theme to be able to justify going against Batman. And Cosmic doesn't have enough barrier because none of the gyms give you barrier, right?
no, I don't think so.
Right, so I can't just start with a bunch of barrier. And I don't think Cosmic has much barrier right now. Like Lockjaw could do it for a couple turns.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But the issue comes being able to move up and then be able to attack with Gardner. Because Gardner has to, he places his line of fire the one within range, not line of fire, at the beginning of a turn. So you got to assume that Gardner doesn't get wrecked on the move up turn. So that's what always just keeps killing me against this stinking Batman. And I'm not wrong, right? I mean, I keep just thinking about it, but I'm not wrong, right? It's just
nope.
No.
Batman is dumb. I agree with that.
And then even so, like maybe I think that Gardner would have a good chance against Vulture because their themes can kind of match up.
Yeah.
But like. And maybe Gardner can do okay against Black Widow because he can place his thing and, maybe he survives the Black Widow attack. Maybe they can get enough barrier up, and maybe survive, right? Because he gets like 7 range with a time gem. That's a pretty good little clip to be able to sidestep out and maybe get his thing going because he can also get the Nightbringer ring and then do it on pulling carry up, right? So maybe he can get a pretty good 3 damage attack off, and maybe a couple of them can get a 3 damage attack off.
Yeah.
But man, it's just
there are no cosmic pieces that start with barrier. Like,
really?
None.
Not
That's going to be legal after rotation. Like,
I mean, Lockjaw does.
Right, but that's because he's pick a power. But I mean, that actually has printed barrier or in a special power. Like,
right. Ensign Crusher lets you reroll shape change, by the way.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And super senses and leadership.
Yep.
I like him.
But, man, it just comes down to there's just not a lot that's going to be able to help you against, Batman. And that's just what makes me sad.
And
Makes me real sad.
barrier and winning the map, and man, it's hard to win map against him. So
Yeah. I mean, I just think Batman's real good.
yeah,
I mean, the JLU version of the team is just really freaking good.
I agree. Batman is really good.
Now, and again, just to kind of round this out, there's things that beat Batman, but there's a lot of teams that just don't.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of pieces. There's a lot of pieces that would be good with against Batman, but they don't form a good enough team.
Yeah.
So, all right. Maybe 10-point Brainiac should have had barrier instead of ESD.
Probably. That was what it needed.
yeah, that's what we needed. Yeah, that's it.
Or maybe an Amazo team-up card should have had barrier. I don't know. Just something to make him more expensive. Or Shade. What if Shade had barrier?
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like the possibility of Shade.
Yeah, Shade's good.
Just being able to loop over and annoy Batman and do stuff. But it's relying on hitting shape change, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what team?
Just die.
You know what team I'm also sad is not going to have its place at this point? My multiple Starfire team.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Well, it hasn't been yet. That's the problem.
Oh.
Like, I've been wanting it to be a thing. I think, 4 Starfires with something else is really good because stop click, running shot pulse wave, hypersonic energy explosion. Starfire is just a really, really good piece by itself, but it just doesn't come into forming a cohesive team. And that just makes me really sad about it.
Yeah. I miss playing double Corey Andrews. That was always fun.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah.
Right, that was always a good one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it makes me wish this other one was that good. Or had a team that was that good.
Right. So, all right. Well, JLU set review hopefully next week. Final thoughts, Jason.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't really have any thoughts.
How about go eat chicken wings?
Yeah, get some chicken wings and wash your hands before you do it. Yeah.
Did the chicken wings make you feel better?
They did make me feel better. I had to find small pleasures where I can right now because all I do is go to work and come home and I can't play Hero Clicks and I can't eat chicken wings, so life sucks.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
You get into video games, I'll play with you.
I can't play any video games hardly because my kids won't leave my TV alone so I can use it.
So sad.
Yeah, so that's my life right now. Is I go to work, I come home, I watch Paw Patrol all night, and then I can't play Hero Clicks or eat chicken wings. So, yeah.
Yeah, being single's pretty great. I'm not gonna lie, guys.
Do you have to watch Tots?
Never heard of that. Never heard of that.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the guys does the mapping and the other guy does the flapping. And you got to get these babies home.
No, it's like Paw Patrol or Peppa Pig, and then my daughter watches weird teenage girl YouTube videos. That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Tyler?
I guess my final thoughts are being single's pretty great. I'm having a great old time in quarantine. I haven't left my house. I've just been playing video games, watching TV, eating DoorDash.
Yeah, a pandemic's a good time to be a single guy.
It is. I agree.
It's
I
a
can't
good
really
time to
complain.
be a introverted single guy.
With strong mental health. If I suffered from like anxiety or depression, it would be a whole different story. So I guess I'm thankful for that.
Right.
But yeah, I'm doing good. Don't gotta worry about old Tyler.
Yeah. I think if I was single, I'd be in the same boat as you.
Yeah.
Although I'm a little more extroverted than you are, I think.
Probably most people are.
I don't know. I feel like I get depressed a lot of days anymore. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
That's fair. I'm lucky I don't have to deal with any of that.
Well, hopefully we open up May 1st, right?
Yeah, that's the plan, I think, in Ohio at least.
No, not here.
No.
No.
Yeah, Indiana is thinking May 1st too, so we'll see.
We'll see. Yeah.
I'm probably not going to go out for another month still, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'd be comfortable going out for a while yet.
I'm not.
Still.
Yeah, I start my new job on the 26th next month, so I'm probably not gonna leave until then.
Oh, of May, yeah. Well, that's good. It's delayed, yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right, Daniel's final thoughts. I don't know. Stay safe. Make sure to not rush out of your house too quickly. Be careful if you're out there looking for Black Widow clicks. Enjoy this time of contemplation and thought while you have it, because the world's going to open back up, hopefully. And I think everything's going to go very, very, very quickly after that. So, other than that, have a great night. Thanks for listening to Click Stuff, and we'll talk to y'all next time.
See ya.
Later.